foundation really came to life in 2008, so actually 10 years ago. We were fortunate in the sense that the Pedigree brand had always had an ambition to help dogs. And so the adoption drive was an opportunity to take that belief and actually translate it into action. So I think back then in 2008, there was very low awareness of the fact that there's 4 million dogs in shelters and less than half of them get out. We leveraged our sponsorship of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, which we used to do back in the day. And we had a bunch of airtime that comes with that sponsorship. And so we decided that we'd use part of that airtime as a fundraiser. We raised $110,000, which blew everybody away. And even more important than that, we got all these calls to our customer service line of people saying, hey, I saw the dog that you advertised in your ad for shelter dogs. I want to adopt it.
I think the beautiful thing, too, was that these ads showcased real shelter dogs. Because a lot of people were interested, like, where did Echo go? What happened to Echo? I would want to adopt Echo.
So today we have, instead of just operational grants, which we still do and kind of sets us apart from everywhere else, operational grants are about $1,000 typically.
Right.
Program development grants, which would go up to $10,000. In 2018, one of our things we're doing this year is we're taking the Dogs Rule grant. And that's going to be a total of $50,000 twice. You get it in 2018, you get it in 19, so a $100,000 investment into whatever new idea you might have. All told, we've given over $6 million in grants since you started it 10 years ago.
There's a program that comes to mind here in Nashville is Agape Animal Rescue. They worked very closely with Metro Animal Control to address the needs of some puppies that may have been underdeveloped, needed additional nutrition, behavior needs, so that they could become fully adoptable.
We go into shelters, into environments such as puppy mills, hoarding situations, and we bring dogs back into our foster care program and take care of all the needs that they have.
So last year was so unique in that there were big hurricanes. What can we do to help those animals and those shelters impacted? We wanted to be part of that solution.
While there's a lot of resources inbound for people rescue, there's very little for pet rescue. We come into an area, there's several families that need rescue that have pets. So we go in, rescue the pets, bring the people out. Then there's a really great need to actually get those pets to a shelter. It's the Pedigree Foundation's network that's actually going to facilitate the long-term care and the adoption of those individuals.
You know, even today, there are still 3.4 million dogs who are in shelters and rescues, and half of them won't get into a forever home. So that's what we need to be working on. And to get there, we need help. We need funds. We need, how do we make it bigger than what we're doing today? You know, our current goal is to extend our grants over $1 million. To do that, we've got to raise more. And we've got to figure out how does that happen. So that only comes from individuals and companies who are willing to live their principles and to help animals that are in need that can't help themselves.
Every day that I see a shelter or rescue post the impact of a story, more or less, about how a particular dog was able to get adopted because of the funding that we provided them, that brings it home. That's what it's all about.
Thank you, Pedigree Foundation, for your support of the Saving Kentucky Shelter Dogs program.
Thank you, Pedigree Foundation.
Thank you, Pedigree Foundation.
Thank you.
We would like to thank you.
Thank you, Pedigree Foundation, and all your donors. We couldn't do it without you.
We would not be where we are in terms of equipment, in terms of training, and in terms of ability to deploy without their support.
Without the generosity of people giving to foundations such as Pedigree Foundations, none of this is possible.
We are so grateful.